Gracia, and this is Judah.
We are currently in the US undergoing training for missions. We are in the second phase of our training, which is missionary training. Previously, we finished 1 year of Bible school, and right now we are in Missouri for this second phase.
We are now on our 1 month Christmas break, and we are just enjoying the family time we can have together, and with some friends who are still here on campus over the break.
In this video, we will be answering some questions that we frequently get, and we hope that through that we will give you a better idea of what we're doing over here and how you can be praying for us.
So we usually leave our house at 7:45 in the morning, and we take a short 5-minute drive to school. Classes run from 8 to 12 noon, and during the time Ezra has childcare that's provided for him, and he really enjoys his time that he can have playing in the classrooms and doing crafts and going outdoors and storytelling and singing songs, and we are thankful for the childcare that's provided for him. Right now Judah is too small, but he will begin nursery class in January when school starts again. After school at noon, we usually head home to cook our lunch, and on 2 days of the week, Ruel goes for work detail. He is involved in the IT department right now, and he runs access points through buildings and fixes the Wi-Fi so that everyone can be connected on campus, and he does anything IT related. And we are thankful that everyone here gets to be assigned to something to do. It can be working on the grounds, or cleaning, or car workshop, carpentry stuff, or just different things that happen around campus that need to be taken care of, and students play a part in just keeping our campus running and going. On Fridays, we have something called training teams. This is where a smaller group of students get together to discuss what's going on in classes and pray for one another, and just a time where we can get to know a smaller group of people better. And we are thankful for the time that we can have a training team. We really enjoy the group of people that we have been grouped with, and sometimes we do fun things like dinners and Christmas. We recently had a Christmas party, and we had a gift exchange, and it's just a fun time to be together with a group of people who are just in the same training phase as us. Also on Fridays, we usually have mentoring time, and some of you may have heard of the Brooks. They are a family that lives right next door to us, and they are our mentors, and this is a time where we get to walk through life with them. We talk about things like marriage, or also things that are going on in classes, or parenting, or anything that comes up. We are free to discuss with them during the time of mentoring, and we are just so thankful to be assigned these mentors who we can tell really love us and our family. And they have 2 children, 8 years old and 10 years old, who Ezra loves being around them, and we really appreciate the mentors that we have.
So in this phase of training, our classes are mainly missions oriented. Things like missions philosophy and methods, Bible teaching, so it's more practical aspects like language acquisition and teamwork and parenting. So for us, one class that we found particularly challenging but useful was the parenting class. We were reminded that we do not own our children, because our children ultimately belong to God. And having a wrong perspective in that area can lead to some wrong attitudes and thinking, and we may not realize it, but many times the things that we do are out of selfish desires and reasons. For example, when we want our children to behave well and want them to be good children, it is often because we as parents want to look good in front of others, and we are not so much thinking about the good of our children. So we're reminded that ultimately our role is just to love our children, to be faithful in teaching them, and to represent God in their lives. And we do not control the outcome or their choices, and really we are just dependent on God, and realizing that He does what is best in their lives.
So the biggest highlight of the year would probably be the addition of this guy, Judah, to our family. He was born on the 3rd of September this year, and we are thankful we made it to the hospital in time, which is 1.5 hours drive away. We are also thankful for many friends here on campus who helped us with meals and groceries post-delivery so that we could just concentrate on taking care of the boys and recovering. We are thankful for just them, even though we didn't have family here, even though we wanted to. They wanted to come, but they couldn't because of the COVID situation, and we are thankful that there are so many people around us who supported us during that time, after I gave birth.
So for me, I didn't get to witness Judah's birth in person. Instead, I had to watch it through video call, and this was due to the fact that he was born quite late into the night, and at that time I needed to go back home and take care of Ezra. So although it wasn't like ideal or anything, I think we're still happy that everything turned out fine, and everyone was safe and happy at the end of the day. So the other big thing that happened this year, as many of you might have heard, was that both Gracia and myself got COVID, and it was a challenging time, especially because we had it when Judah was about 3 weeks old. For me, I basically experienced like a little bit of fever, headache, and flu-like symptoms like cough, cold, runny nose kind of thing, and was basically that way for about a week. So yeah, it wasn't that fun. For Gracia, she had it slightly better.
I got body aches, and that's just the main symptom that I had. I had the loss of taste, which I think is commonly reported among people who have COVID. And I think loss of taste is a really interesting experience for those who haven't had it. It's like eating and drinking without having the taste that you remember, and it's an interesting experience, but the moment we had that, we knew we had COVID, and we are just thankful that even though we got something that most people are just fearful about, but by God's grace, we recovered well, and it wasn't too serious or anything, and we managed to go through the experience.
Yeah, we are thankful for many of you who prayed for us, and I mean, we heard that the whole church family back in PPCC was behind us and praying for us, and we really appreciate that.